My first guest is going to be Ryan O'Neal, a local actor who's appeared in over 65 productions in this last year. He's been around the local film scene for just over a year and has worked background in the past and has really made strides in his career as of late. I had met him through the Hammond Acting Studio and have been following his career with intense interest considering how prolific he is and how many productions he is and how well he's done. Since he's began, he's become one of the faces of Shreddies, McDonald's, and the double for Will Ferrell. He's also featured in one of the films screened during the Hamilton Film Festival, Bikelash. I spoke to him about what he loves about acting, why he does it, what he hopes to do in the future, and what he loves about film. Stephen, over to you. How has it been being an actor for yourself?
Well, it's not work, it's fun.
Yeah.
So I've been doing this for about 15 months, I think. And before the 15 months, I did 3 months of background. And in the 15 months of principal work, I've done about 65 projects.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's fantastic.
Yeah. It's just like, what about being on set do you like?
Well, I'm a movie freak. You've been in my house. I own 800 movies. Right? So it's just, that's where my brain is. That's my world. And it's play. It's not work.
I guess what was the inciting factor that kind of got you to be like, I'm going to start acting?
Well, I've always wanted to be a director, but all the directing classes are full-time. There were no night classes, so that wouldn't work with the accountant job. So people kept saying, go do background, and I didn't realize how many big projects are actually in Toronto. Like, didn't know, but like there's tons. People don't really know how much stuff is in Canada. So yeah, I started on background, figuring I will do nothing, but I get to see what a set looks like, much better than watching the Blu-ray extras. And no, it didn't work out like that. They kept putting me in the middle of the scene with the main actor, one after another. And I liked that, so then I went to find out how to do the principal stuff and went and do the training. Well, the first place I went to was Bongo Productions. Okay. So I like that because the first 6 weeks in a row are all one-on-one monologue classes. Okay. So I've never been in front of a camera my entire life, which people actually are amused by because most people have done high school theater or something. Well, not me, no. But so I don't know what blocking or any of this stuff. So, and then memorizing, I was good at that on tests, but script's a little different thing. So every week you have to memorize a 2 to 4 page monologue, and you got an hour to get it right. And then if you don't, you got to do it again the following week, but I wanted to get through as quick as possible. So yeah, 6 weeks in a row, I got them all right and moved on. And then now you have a demo reel because you've never acted in your life, obviously. So you don't have any footage, but now you have 6 weeks worth of monologues and you can create a demo reel. Then you go get the headshots, obviously. And now you can start applying to stuff because you got a demo reel and headshots.
And that's pretty much...
And that's how you start.
That's a question I was going to say. What would you give as advice to someone hoping to start in the world?
Yeah, you got to find the best headshot guy you can find, and we both use the same guy, and he's the best I know. So that's the first thing casting directors look at. The picture goes across the desk. They don't like the picture. They don't even open anything else. So you need the best headshots you can find. Okay. And then, like I said, demo reels, they grow the more stuff you do. But at the beginning, you just do a monologue demo reel. Nice. And yeah, you'll get the low-level stuff, but you use that to build your resume. And then you can apply to more and more stuff, and then you can get the agent and stuff, right? But yeah, you build yourself up. And then as for training, so I told you about Bongo Productions, but I also did one-on-one training with Michael Gordon Shore, which I very much enjoyed. And he's awesome. He's been acting for, I think, 40 years. So group classes are okay, but I highly recommend more one-on-one because you just have the entire time to yourself. So that's what I would recommend that people do is not group classes, they do solo, one-on-one. Yeah, it's just the whole hour to 2 hours is yours. The group class, you only get 10 minutes, right? And if you're brand new, 10 minutes isn't going to help.
No, you can't retain that much. So much. You mentioned you're a huge movie buff. What would you say are some of your favorite films?
Well, Empire Strikes Back would be number one. Okay. I think the majority of them are in the 80s for some odd reason. But Back to the Future, Predator, Aliens, the Terminator 2, that's a 90s movie. The Green Mile, Shawshank Redemption. And then the newer stuff, I think the favorite Marvel movie is probably Civil War. Oh, yeah. Although the first Infinity War is pretty close. That's pretty awesome. Gotcha. And then The Crow. Yes. So they're probably the top 10. Gotcha. Well, Star Wars has always been my favorite. I'm most impressed in movies by music and sound effects. That's what gets the rush going. And no one has better sound effects than Star Wars, right? And the lightsabers, you're done. Right? You're done. Right? So it just appealed to me immediately, and it always has. And I love them all, but that one's my favorite.
When you're acting, is there an actor that you've like seen their work and be like, I like what they're doing, I'm going to try to emulate that? Does that happen for you? Or?
I think I do it all the time.
Okay.
This is how I caught on so quickly, right? I've seen almost every movie ever made. So whatever the character is, you kind of pull a movie down. So it's not a specific actor. It could just be a specific movie that matches that character. But comedy-wise, I know when to go Jim Carrey, right? And I know when to go Robin Williams and Will Ferrell. So comedy especially, those would be the three. But drama-wise, I think drama is very similar. It's just more of a character in a movie you would kind of emulate.
Is there like someone that you identify with most, I guess I could say?
That I identify with, or everybody thinks I identify with?
Let's answer both questions, yeah. Both.
Well, I've told you before, my favorite actor is Michael Keaton. So that's who I would want to be like.
Gotcha.
And the whole, everybody wants to be the lead. And I always bring up Beetlejuice, right?
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin's the lead. No one cares about Alec Baldwin, right? You come steal the movie in Michael Keaton, right? Yeah. And then, obviously, since I was hired by Disney to be Will Ferrell's double, everybody thinks I'm Will Ferrell, right? So yeah. Well, it was a live concert at Massey Hall that they put into the movie, and I'm in the front row in front of 2,000 real people, and no actors, real people, and I'm in the Will Ferrell outfit with the Jonas Brothers t-shirt, and I'm dancing like a 16-year-old boy. 2,000 people, super rush, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Is there a set or film that you've been on that you're just like, that was my favorite experience to be on?
Well, there's favorites, but I don't know if there's like a one outstanding thing, right? Okay. Most of them are fun. Yeah. But that one, obviously, it's just different. It's not really a set. It's like a live experience with 2,000 people, right? So that one would be hard to beat. But you doing any kind of science fiction movie or horror movie or comedy, they're all fun. So I wouldn't say one's better than the other.
We watched the Bike Clash at the film festival this year. For yourself, how was that for you?
That one was good because they don't make that much comedy anymore. Yeah. Again, growing up in the 80s and 90s, there was comedies constantly, whether in the movie theater or on TV, sitcoms, every channel, every half an hour. And now, are there really that many? Not really. And in the movie theater wise, how many comedy movies have come out this year? Hardly none. So even with us doing the short films, still there's not that many comedies. So when you get a comedy, that's fun. That's even more fun than doing the other stuff because you can do improv, you can just be a fool, you can try different things.
Sick,
yeah.
Cool.
And comedy's subjective. It's like with Jim Carrey, 50% people love him, 50% people think he's the worst actor in the world, and I happen to think he's awesome, right? And there's nothing wrong with being over the top if it fits, right? So some people think you should never go over the top, especially the trainers, the teachers. Always be silent, always be still. Don't be a clown, don't overact. Disagree, right? Depending on the script, you can overact intentionally. It's not overacting if you're doing it on purpose. It's overacting if you don't know what you're doing. And if the director doesn't like it, he'll tell you, but if he likes it, then yeah. So yeah, the comedies are super fun for sure. They're definitely ones where you can try stuff.
What do you have planned for the future?
A feature film coming in quite a while away. I have a vertical reel coming quite a while away. I got a short film this weekend.
Okay.
I got 2 web series coming up. One, I don't know when it's coming. The other one's in a couple weeks, but it's also a very cool like comedic sketch that's going to be on the internet.
Sick.
So I always, again, looking forward to these comedy sketches where you get to play.
Yeah.
So and then you're always auditioning, so you're hoping they'll call, right? Like I badly want in the union, so I want a call from them, and that would be the goal.
Yourself, any other advice that you give to an actor who's looking to get ahead?
Yeah, obviously you need to listen to the professionals, of course, but you also need to listen to your gut. And if you read a script and you see something in your head of how to play that character, then do it. Don't worry about if someone here isn't going to like it. The only one that needs to worry about not liking it is the director. So you do it your way, and if they don't like it, they'll tell you. But yeah, do your own thing. It's called on Instagram the dangerous actor, right? Do something unexpected. Don't do an audition the same way as the other 100 people. Do it your way.
Thank you, Ryan. Before we move on to our next segment, let's take a short break. See you soon.